for a second.
What? Yeah. Sounds good to me. Rock the boat. Rock the boat. Man. One thing about being in DC, where I love it. It's his eye. You tuned in to the #1 podcast in the DMV. I'm your host, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC Zone, Rad, B.I.D. Jones. That's Rabbit for your internet fools. To the left and right of me, my podcast partners. Radical Real, OnlyFans J. This is the Third Perspective Podcast. T3P. Now, everybody know I love the black woman. It's all about being healthy, free for me. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Dog, this is the 59th episode of the Third Perspective Podcast. I appreciate everybody that tunes in. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. We appreciate you a whole lot. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at, we appreciate you a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, Doc? What it do? We back in this bitch. It's the pit. You know what I'm saying, Doc? You know? What's going on, yeah? Come back, these niggas muzzled up and shit.
I survived COVID.
What it do?
I need to make me a shirt saying I survived COVID.
You know? What it do? What it do? Let me see something.
It is not a game. This is not a game at all.
You know? Yeah.
Shout out to all the people, you know what I'm saying? You know, survived COVID. We stand together. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all the employers who don't take care of their COVID patients. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a story for another day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you can't say you about safety, and then somebody get COVID, and then you rushing them back because you ain't trying to pay them, but you want them not to come to work sick. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Make your motherfucking mind up. If you want me to get better, because everybody get better at their own pace, not your little CDC 10-day, 14-day shit. Some of us can't get rid of that shit on 14 days. We need a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But y'all feel as though 14 good enough to be paid, so you pushing the nigga back to work. I understand that, and I'm cool with it. Just know I'm coughing on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Coughing on everybody. The higher up, the better. Starting with the HR. Then we work our way down. How you doing? There you go. Yeah.
That's how you doing today.
That's how we doing. But yeah, I survived COVID.
Hey, shouts out to everybody that got us to 7,800 down plays on our podcast. That's on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcast at, you know? Moving on up to the east side. You know what I'm saying, Doc? I love the black women. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Yeah,
I love you.
You and Derek Jackson.
Yeah, now? What it do, Jay? You all right?
Yeah, I'm cool, man.
What's going on, play? How you feeling? See?
See?
Stop playing.
What's going on, Jay?
Oh, I'm cool. 1-1.
Yeah, I take that. Good looking out. You know, you passing medicine out, you ain't passing that SARS out. All great Monkey J.
Man,
That's great.
hey, you know DC trying to get that statehood right about now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't heard about that?
Yeah.
That's what's up right there. Now, my girl Norton been fighting for that for a while. Anybody
Well-
been paying no attention to
Well,
it?
this is the best chance to do it, if any, because the Democrats in there.
I'm trying to figure out why DC want to be a state. Justify that.
Paying the highest taxes without no representation.
Another thing is, for example, this pandemic shit just happened. When money started getting allocated, we was left behind because the mayor had to do shit with the money she had in DC. She didn't get none of that government shit. Why? There's no senator standing there saying where's my money at. You know? So once we get one of those standing there, like everybody else got, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'd be better off in the district.
I remember with that when it first started, they said something about everybody get their money first. You get your money, you get your money. DC, you get about 2%. And then we was last to get it.
Let's get what?
It was some funds at the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. DC ain't getting anything out of that because you know
COVID relief package.
you're not part of this thing. You know what I'm saying?
So we just
Y'all on your own.
Yeah. So
And besides, Trump and Mary Bowser had beef too.
no, and another thing is, for example, when motherfuckers ran in the Capitol, she had no authority to do anything. She's just a mayor. You see what I'm saying? So that left her in a fucked up position. So
And
we
that's a
need
federal place.
senators. We need 2 of them for real. So we're way behind on the curve on that. Should have been had that.
So what you think about that man post out in front of your girl house? And why ain't a big issue? Why
Who?
this man ain't being shot at?
Who?
They had a dude. It was a dude last week who stood in front of the vice
The
president.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
He's still in front of the vice president.
Yeah,
President House fully loaded.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
That ain't good.
And
Can't go in front of the house.
camped out in front of the house. And
Vice president?
yeah, it was ready to blaze.
Yeah. He wasn't shot in the head for that.
But then again, the shooters from Atlanta and the shooters from the other place, they starting that mass shooting again too. They starting that shit back up. People starting to have shit to do. And that's to do what they did before the pandemic, never shoot up shit. They starting that back up again.
Oh yeah, you talking about a man who had a bad day. His bad day resulted in him shooting up people.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
So y'all think he was shooting up Korean or
He
Asian
said he
people?
was. Yeah, he was doing Asian people. Yeah, he said he had a fetish and he had a bad day. By the words of the cop, who consoled this man.
The
I
cop
bet
say
he had a bad day.
he was a sex addict or some shit.
Yeah, that's it.
He felt like he needed to eliminate all the sex spots.
How you know the massage parlor is a sex spot?
Everybody know that. You see, ask my man to play for Houston.
Yeah, those not sex. Those not sex parlors.
Shit. Ask the Patriots owner.
Man, come on. There's hookers and whores.
I don't
And
watch
then
it.
there's sex workers. They legitimately massage your junk.
Yeah.
Now, if you sitting there with a towel on with your nuts hanging out, they might massage those too. Now, you know, but that's not
Robert Kraft.
That's not sexual favor.
Robert Kraft, the owner, he went down there. I remember they said something about him saying something, but they didn't completely really say what he did. But I know what he did.
What do you do though?
He asked for a happy ending.
Like everybody know it's a happy ending to things. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I don't know, though. I mean,
Don't nobody give a. First of all,
You don't want no sad ending.
you know what I'm saying?
You can't have no sad ending. You gotta have a happy one. I wish I had one
You wish you had one.
for my entanglement.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, you get a happy ending. What's the point of that? Taking?
All right. So this is a slippery slope, though, dog. You're getting a massage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get no sexual in massages.
Yeah, now deep tissue.
Just the whole thing of a massage is sexual, if you wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? So your man, Deshaun Watson. Now, how do he get out of this? You got 16 girls saying that the quarterback sexually assaulted them. They massage therapists now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna
Some
be
said
hard.
sexual touch. Some said sexual assault. I think like 3 said assault. Other one said inappropriate touching. So I mean, he probably smacked her on the ass while you getting a massage, grabbed the butt cheek. And I get that, but the majority of it is a lot of those. Now the assault ones I'm worried about, but I don't see why he would do that, but he might. But my point is, why they wait till now? And why they backed by the Houston Texans lawyer? That's kind of fishy.
Yeah.
Fishy, right?
And plus, see a black man.
Not just that. It's just the timing of it. If this was going on, why wait till now when he got a contract dispute to bring that up?
Right.
That
So,
don't
like-
sit well. That don't sit well with me.
And it's not gonna sit well with other teams either. You gotta think about that too. They're gonna look at that and say, nah, we don't want
So, like, y'all poisoned this man to stay with Houston because ain't no other team gonna want you because they got the allegations. So I'm like, dude, this is seeming kind of fishy. And then all these women come up all of a sudden. If y'all being assaulted and you're not saying nothing, you lose credibility coming back a year, 2 years later, talking about, yeah, he grabbed my ass. How that make you look? It obviously wasn't on your mind, because if it was on your mind within the day that he did it, you've been on the phone calling the police or a lawsuit attorney or whatever trying to get this nigga.
or they did like they did Robert Kraft. They hit
So
him up the
something
same
ain't
day.
right.
They hit him up the same day and said he asked for a happy ending. We can't do that. That's legal.
Certain shit. I mean, I get it, young. I don't dismiss assault. Assault is assault. If a motherfucker taking it, you need to go to jail. I don't care you a star, president. Y'all let that man grab them bitches by pussy and y'all ain't give a fuck. So that didn't mean that whole movement too. But you know,
But
what I'm saying?
still,
It's just the severity of y'all coming in forward.
It's the timing.
The timing too is just suspect to me.
The timing of it is definitely
Now
a
it's
problem.
16 women. So y'all 16 women sat there and let that shit happen. And nobody said nothing.
it's definitely a problem
And what's deemed
with the
inappropriate?
timing.
So you should be fucked over for smacking a bra on the ass? Or grabbing the butt cheek?
no, this is what I mean about slippery slope. That's what I've been saying. First of all, they massage people, right? You got 16 of them reaching in the lawsuit. It's 16 of them. Now the other day, Tuesday, his lawyer, the quarterback lawyer,
Yeah, he famous people.
exactly. Now he's saying he got one person showing, he got strong evidence showing that one of the people alleged in the lawsuit is fraud.
Then if that's the case, a couple of them should be.
Yeah, he got one. That hurt their case because they grouped it up instead of doing individual.
Mm-hmm.
So class action mean the whole everybody putting it on. One online, that hurt their case.
I mean, they all saying that he forced himself onto him.
Hold on. Some said he inappropriately touched them. And then I think 3 or 4 of them said that they were assaulted. That's a big difference, dog. That's like you smacking on the ass, saying good job, compared to me, hey, you about to do this. Yo. I'm about to strong arm you.
Yeah. That's why I say it's like, that's why I say some of the girls, it's hard to understand where are they coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the same thing with T.I. It's like these girls, everybody know they going there to fuck, right?
Mhm.
So you can't tell me now because you high, now it's my fault. No, it's not. They don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with massages. You about to grab on me. We know this. I'm about to get naked. We know this. You see what I'm saying?
And she know who you are.
And when I turn over, hey, I'm being back. But when I turn over,
And she know who you are. She know you got money and you a football player. And you're African American.
yeah. No, but still, we massaging, right? And we all know if I want a little more, I give you a little more for the extra thing at the end. Right? Everybody know that.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I pay you for the extra thing at the end, you can't come back later and be like, I assaulted you.
Cause
So what you saying? She beating him to death or she sitting on it? Which one is it happening?
Whatever she doing, right?
I think she beating him to death.
For example,
beat me.
She beating him to death. That's
all
what
right,
it is.
for example, you get a massage, you get a deep tissue joint. Nice deep tissue joint. You know what I'm saying? And she take turn over. And once she turn over, you know what's happening when it's turned over, right?
Nah, she gonna get that ass.
You on your back.
Yeah, you on your back.
Now she fondling things, right?
Nah, she hit your abdomen.
She fondling things.
She hit your abdomen right there. She hit that crevice.
Okay, once she start fondling things, right? Then the next question is, what we do? What we do next? You know what I'm saying?
You supposed to make it go there.
Can I get a nice what's that thing? Happy ending after this? Is this what we doing? So once you do that, you can't come back later and say, hey man, you assaulted me. Like, come on.
Cause you already paid for the shit.
I paid for it. Fuck
No,
on.
you know you didn't. You tipped her. You didn't pay for it.
Just like T.I. paid for that pussy.
Yeah, you did.
You paid for all that pussy. Then you will come back and try to renege. What's that movie? What's that movie? That nigga say, hey, you gonna try to renege over? You can't renege, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit.
Reneged on the pussy.
Yeah, you can't renege on the pussy. After I pay you can't renege. You know what I'm saying?
The pussy don't have no receipt on it. You can't take it back.
Nah, yeah.
They said up to the moment you about the assertion, she say no or stop. You better do that. The moment you ignore her, the moment it turns into something you don't want it to turn into.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But then in that point, you be like, man, I want my money back.
That's a different case for a different thing. You ain't supposed to be buying it. That's why you just say no to paying for it. You know? Yeah.
Hey, man, look.
Once you say no, stop.
Look, man, everybody know what shit is, right? You can't play victim after that. I just don't agree with that. Like, everybody know what hookers, whores, rats, skeezers,
Scallywags.
they all would. Everybody know what they do,
Chicken.
right? They even know what they do. They'll tell you. So you can't. Well, how we gonna go to court with this? You know what I'm saying, now?
They like to keep it on their plate.
Explain that, Rip.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh, okay.
That's why
I'm trying to figure that out. I'm like, why wait? If you feel as though you were assaulted, why the fuck are you waiting? If you felt that touch was inappropriate, you would have screamed that shit to the world. Hey, yo, supervisor, that nigga, he wanted me to get him a happy ending. I said, nah, document that. You know what I'm saying? So when he tried to do it to the next girl, there you go. You know, or go to the tabloids then. Go to TMZ, be like, yeah, Sean Washington broke me. Say some shit then, not 2 years later, oh yeah, well, I did get on a massage that time. He did give me 2 G's. But I thought that was just a tip for a good massage. No, it's a tip for that good happy ending.
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh yeah, well, I felt though that was inappropriate. I felt when you going that lane and all that. I'm like, all right.
That's my point. Now you see what I'm talking about.
Now we got you. My man got hard evidence that one of y'all is lying. And where one bird is, birds of a feather flock together. Out of 16, 13 of y'all bullshit. Y'all just trying to get paid. 3 of y'all might have got assaulted. I mean, he might have looked at what he was saying. He might have strong armed that, you know what I'm saying?
Might have
then
got
they
assaulted.
represent,
Strong armed that, John.
and then they get represented by the Texans.
You know, bear hug. Stop playing with me. I'm falling on that. Once you fell on me, you might as well go ahead and sit on me.
Yeah,
Like-
pretty much.
You know?
It's like when you
I say when
walk,
I turn over, it's showtime.
it's like when you walk. It's like when you walk and you trip over the curb. You can't say that you fell and your mouth landed on his dick.
That won't work.
Now, you can't say that because it's not the representative of what's going on.
Well, he shouldn't have got erect for me. I was like, yeah, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? You did a pretty good deep tissue massage. You hit that right vein, and that joint popped up for you.
So what you think about Deshaun Jackson? He gonna get out of this shit?
Yeah, you don't get out of it. I think it's bullshit. I think the Houston Texans put that on him.
I think it's bullshit.
16 of them though, yeah.
16.
I think it's bullshit. But
Because you got to read between the
I got
lines.
a problem with it though. I got a problem that the time. That's the biggest thing. Like he wants out. He wants out of Texas.
Yeah, he said he ain't gonna play.
And he said he go sit out.
Yeah, so they trying.
To
Okay, for example, so you saying all his massages were in Texas?
No.
So he
I
got
think there's other places too.
some places where you go in Texas to get it done?
Yeah, but I think the class action suit is done by the Texas lawyer, which is shady as shit. Why the fuck did he work for the Texans and one represent all these women all of a sudden?
Now,
How the fuck they found
seven of them was filed in Harris County. So most of them is in Texas. I don't know. Massage is kind of slippery slope.
That's
like
what
I
I'm about to say, you know? And then you got to read it in line that what they charging is inappropriate touching. How can you define it?
For real, if I'm a sports star or a movie star, somebody in there with us while I'm getting them motherfucking massage. Somebody gotta be in that joint.
That don't matter. They're going to just say that nigga going to take your side because you paying. Or
No, what I'm saying is, I'm getting a massage and my man standing there just watching. I'm getting my massage from you, shorty, and then I'm rolling out. You know what I'm saying? That way, there's nobody saying I touched you or none of that shit. That's just me as a famous person. That's how I move. Fuck that.
They signed the waivers and clauses.
Same thing with T.I. They sign this shit before they come in this fucking house.
You sign it.
Bitch, sign it. You sucking dick. Okay, sign it. You sucking dick, you eat my girl pussy. Sign it. That's it. That's a short paragraph. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Sign that and don't talk.
Every time you about to party, you sign this or you can step. Tupac say, yeah, you can leave the room. Right? She ain't trying to do nothing. Hey, right to the door. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta be though, man. You know? Like, look, you gonna sign it, man. I don't want to hear nothing. You ain't never coming back on me. Ain't no time limit on you. Not 20 years from now, not 30 years from now, not 5 minutes from now, none of that.
Some of these stories is mixed up. Some of them saying 14 women, some of them saying 16 women, some of them saying
But two of them shaking.
Yeah, man, a lot of them shit. How can you define inappropriate touching?
It's gonna be tough for them to
I'm
get
about to
this.
say you.
Same thing with the hookers and rats with T.I.
But
It's gonna be hard for
they
them to
also
do this.
said he said he's been accused of indecent conduct, 2 civil suits. So it might be the ones that might be lying.
That's another thing. What's the indecent comment? Me talking to you? Like, damn, man.
That's another thing. I'm suing
all of them
everybody.
in
Work that
Houston.
back.
Said 2 of them was in Houston.
Oh, damn, man, you got a big ass cantaloupe back there, Joe.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm T.I., I'm hitting you with the heaviest lawsuit I can find. All y'all,
Yeah.
each one, individual.
Yeah, I'll go back there because y'all trying to destroy me. So
Hell yeah.
y'all gonna pay for that.
Each
Y'all
one
gonna
of them.
pay that.
Each one of them, one by one. But I just think Sean Jackson might be in a fucked up situation.
Nah, I think he gonna cave and stay with the Texans to get this shit over with, and it's gonna magically disappear. But this seems funny, and that's the way the world is. That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know. Only reason why I said I don't know is because he ain't white. Just simple.
Not just that. You can get away. We can maneuver through some shit. It depends on how much you want to pay or how much the team want to pay to make it go away. A lot of these bitches, as soon as you throw
But
them
see,
money,
I don't think the team will pay shit because they right now they trying to just lock him down.
Look, if he say he want to come back to play, that shit's over. They're gonna pay them girls off. Oh, y'all get $30,000, get the fuck out of here. Case over.
But one thing that do hurt the trading because nobody want all that
That's what I'm
circus
saying.
coming in.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the
Now you
whole
gonna go down.
point.
You be like, man, we trying to trade you, but you damaged goods out there. Nobody want that sexual shit.
Hell no.
I don't care how good you is. Sexual will fuck you up. Rape, sex, taking it, all that. That's down. That's done.
Now,
That's like sexual people.
however, I will tell you this: Jerry Jones might take it.
No, look at him. He signed.
yeah,
He said once he signed that, he ain't looking for no.
he did sign Zach.
He did, but the last time he got a free agent that was like this was Greg Hardy. You know how crazy that motherfucker was.
That's different. That's like
He was blatantly crazy and was fucking females up.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't brand him. He can't be America's quarterback because he taking it. Oh, allegedly taken. So there you go. That's damn right there. You gonna have them women groups at the motherfucking game getting on journal.
I think this gonna be a problem. This gonna fuck them up for sure.
I think so. I think so a little bit.
But this is what I'm saying. How did they get caught like this? Anyway, there's no way I'm gonna start.
Because there's no way in hell this gonna be slid under the rug.
Nah.
Because a lot of other people that did, like Peyton Manning, for example.
Who?
Peyton Manning did it too.
Peyton Manning?
Yeah. He did it too.
Oh, what's
Ben
the big
Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger?
He do it all the time. He up front, he don't give a fuck.
But I'm trying to tell you, 16 of these bitches. If you could pick all 3 of them, you still fucked. It's too many of them, Slim.
Not
like-
all that stores ain't consigned, right?
Like, I don't know, massages, man, to me, is sexual, period. So if you're getting a massage and you ain't doing no happy ending, it should. What happened after that then? You have to explain to us what happened if you ain't giving no happy ending and you got sexual assault.
Your muscles ain't tight no more.
Let's motherfucker like
Your
here.
nuts-
Give me
your
a head.
nuts ain't-
Stop playing.
ain't loose no more.
Stop playing and come on, do this. And she probably was like, no, that's something different. He did that 13 times?
Be like, hey, can you do
13 different hoes?
Like, can you do me a favor? What? Can you put your head right here?
Deshaun Jackson. Like, nigga, right here is a little tender. Come on, give me, put your head right. You know what I'm saying? Put your head right here. You know what I'm saying? The bitch don't say nothing but 8 years. He insulted me.
Like,
Like, what the fuck?
Can you give my penis a spa day?
A deep tissue. Deep tissue these nuts out. You know what I'm saying? Now, deep tissue. What's wrong with these bitches? But he ain't gonna make it out of this thing. This is gonna be a problem for sure.
I think it might be a little bit.
Y'all catch the motherfucking the verses?
No.
They had Raekwon and Ghostface.
I seen a little bit of that.
Odie.
What y'all think of that joint, Slim? Raekwon and Ghostface.
That's something you watch.
They
With.
did the same?
Huh?
Don't they rap the same?
They both from.
They do kind of.
They both from
What about that? I
Wu-Tang.
ain't tripping. I'm like, they did like the same.
That's like
similar.
if you watch that, you gotta open up a can of OE.
They ain't got
Yeah.
no OE.
Who with them two?
They tripping.
They do got a couple of lineup. They got quite a few lineups coming for the next couple of verses. You got SWV versus Escape. You got Isaac Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I do not want to see that wild ass shit, Slim. But then again,
For the occasions,
what's my girl name? Her and the other old joint, Gladys Knight. That was okay.
What, Patty?
Patty the Bear not go there.
that was something when they was like, go cook some Sunday dinners and people was buying us some patty pies that day. You know, my folks works up at Walmart and said all the patty pies got sold out that day.
Oh yeah. Everybody was crushing them joints.
Yo, love, man.
Patty
Love what
pie.
y'all doing.
Them sweet ass motherfucking pie.
Patty diabetes, man.
She be selling them joints though.
Oh hell yeah, them on sale.
That them George Foreman grills.
She could have, yeah, both of them. He could have opened up one.
Oh yeah,
a store
we be getting them.
and sold his own.
We be getting them jokes. We want them real chickens.
So many hip hop
A
cats
Ghostface?
from all over.
This had to be the lamest version. You saw it?
That's so fire.
Super Thug, Nori, what up? So
Like, what can they play?
motherfuckers, man.
His name is Ghostface.
I gotta take a piss.
I don't even know Ghostface.
See, he gonna take a piss in the middle of the verse. Now you see what I'm saying? That's what he should have. That what should have happened to the verse.
Oh!
I should take a piss on that shit. Maybe you want to take a piss on it just looking at that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
He said, hold on, I gotta take a bit.
In the middle of the verse. Now you see what I mean, dog?
That's the first time I see that.
Y'all
Now-
see my girl coming late in bad.
Who?
My girl Keisha.
They talking about Trina one Lil Kim.
Trina ain't got enough songs.
Like, what's she gonna do with Lil Kim? It's like, really?
It should be Lil Kim and Nicki.
Who?
Should be Lil Kim.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You know, Kim can't stand it.
But Trina and Lil
Exactly.
Kim.
That's why it'd be a good versus.
That'd be a motherfucking mismatch. Trina and Lil Kim. It's like, really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Trina.
say,
Trina don't really got enough.
Yeah,
Trina
she
died.
I like she the baddest bitch. She don't really.
She would die.
She got no catalog.
Man, Lil
She
Kim.
got like maybe about
Dog.
3 albums.
There's no
2
way.
albums.
Maybe 2.
Lil Kim wipe the floor with her dumb ass.
Yeah,
That won't even work.
yeah, her and
Lil Kim and Queen Latifah.
nah, because Queen Latifah don't rap that
Shit, she
type
did
of
at first.
She don't rap that type of stuff.
Them two together. It's gonna be hard to do Lil Kim too, because most of the shit is gonna be too much bleeping and all this shit going on.
Yeah, she talking about eating pussy.
It's not gonna work, yeah.
Eating
But
pussy.
most of her hits, there's no way she's gonna play on the verse. She can't play them on the verses.
Yeah, the only 2 people,
She always got a clean version of her shit.
unless you're doing Lil Kim and Cardi B, that's all they talk about.
Did you
eating
ever
pussy.
hear her first joint, right? What's the name of that joint?
She was on Junior Mafia.
When she was on the cover, she had a little pink outfit on and shit. I think it might have been her first joint.
Hardcore?
That joint.
When she was
Nigga, that joint cranked harder than any most
Was
nigga
she-
joints, dog.
When she was bent down with her little thong on.
That hardcore joint crank, nigga.
You know about that Twinkie pose. You know about
I mean, every track on there crank. I think Big was on like one.
Yeah,
She dogged that whole CD is like a legend, dog.
yeah. They said Biggie wrote most of it.
Nah. I don't know, Mike.
He might have.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm about to say. He just
But I
wrote-
don't believe he wrote her shit. I never
I
agreed
think
with
he
that.
did. I think he had a hand in it. He ain't write all.
He
of
put
it.
his hand in
He
it.
put his hand on.
'Cause,
You can tell. Because that's what she
Because
said.
in the movie, like watching the movie, he started off doing that freaky shit. Then once he got her started, she doing it on her own. Start doing her own thing.
I don't know. That's
He
tough.
got her started, but she
I'm talking about as
started.
far as rhyming. Because her rhymes never changed after he died. You see what I'm saying? Her flow never changed. Everything was the same.
And it did.
So I got him sitting in the studio saying, "Oh no, say this instead of that." Yeah, I got that happening a lot. But actually sitting down writing
But
her shit, nah,
actually teaching her basically.
I ain't got him writing no shit.
I got him teaching her, showing her the ropes of rhyming. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He did that, but she did the motherfucking Junior Mafia album. She knew how to rhyme.
Because like if you in the studio with someone, like I was telling y'all, when you're making music, I think being in the studio together is how you do it. When you start sending in peacemaking shit and emailing shit, that shit don't work, man. That don't get the same vibe. You know what I'm saying? For example, I was watching y'all watch Growing Up Hip Hop. I didn't watch that shit.
Yeah. I've seen a few episodes.
So they got my girl on there, the Brat, right? And she got she got my man daughter on there. Not Ice Cube. The other motherfuckers on there. It was in NWA.
Eazy-E's son.
You got Eazy's son and his daughter on it, right? So the Brat is making a song where she want everybody to give a verse about something that was real tough in their life, right? So she go in the studio. She got her and this girl named Diamond from Atlanta, right? And she got my girl that be on all the motherfucking Love and Hip Hop joints. They say she got talent, but it never happens and shit. But her, you got her on the joint. So they in the
You
studio.
talking about the one that used to be on Flavor of Love?
Nah. One of the brothers that was fucking with almost all of them, really. But she on the joint. So her, the Brat, all of them in the studio rapping the joint, and she singing. They in the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Brat going in, lay her verse. Shorty come back, she lay her verse. Shorty get the harmonizing on the joint. Then motherfucking my man's daughter come in, Eazy daughter come in, and say, "Oh, my track's already ready." Right? That's how she did it. And the Brat was like, "Huh? What do you mean?" You know what I'm saying? We in the vibe now. Let's get this in the booth. Nah, my track's ready. You want to just put it on? Her verse is ready to go. And right there is the mistake of, to me, I don't know if it's old school, new school, right? So I think new school think it's easier just to fucking do whatever you want and just mail it to you. You know what I'm saying? Or just put it on some shit and then put it in. And that's not making music. You know what I'm saying? That's just you somewhere with a beat rhyming to it. Once you get in there with everybody together, y'all know the topic, then it's a vibe with the beat going. You rap, I rap. You give me feedback on what I just rap. You give me feedback on what I just sing. And then we put this shit together and make a song. You can't come in later and say, okay, I got this verse right here I just had. It don't even fit. But now you don't know what the hell. We put your shit on, it don't go with what we talking about. Now what? You see what I'm saying? And that's
or it's not in
the same flow either, too. So Shorty come in, her and the brat go at it with Shorty one-on-one with Easy daughter, trying to tell her, look, Shorty, you can't come in like that. We in this joint, we making a song. I told you to be on the song. You should have been here. You come in with your verse already. You know what I'm saying? She puts Young and verse on. She talking about getting fucked, going to the club, and all this shit.
Easy ain't gonna appreciate that shit.
And it's like, Shorty, that ain't what I told you. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what the song is about. And I told you what it was about. Shorty took her shit off the fucking song. Shorty sitting there crying. It's not a person being mean to somebody. It's like, Shorty, this is a business. And if this song says this, you can't come in and just put some shit on it. You know what I'm saying, dog? And it's time limits to this shit. So we can't wait around for you to make up another verse now. You feel me?
Right.
We gotta send this shit off. And I think once her and the brat started arguing and shit, Shorty wasn't feeling none of that shit. She felt like Shorty the brat was trying to cut her shit off, you know what I'm saying, unnecessarily. Well, in reality, it just didn't fit what was going on. And now we gotta send this shit over to get mastered, and your shit not ready. You feel me? So I don't know if it's new school or old school, but to make a song, to me, you gotta be all in the studio together.
You gotta go all in.
Literally. Then after that, to touch shit up, of course you're gonna touch your shit up somewhere else. That's cool. But to get the meat and potatoes of this song, we all gotta be in this joint together. For real. When they made that song, Michael Jackson, everybody was on that joint. What's the name of that joint? We are the world. We are the children. They showed us while they was making that song, they showed us that. You feel me?
Yeah.
While everybody was in there, they showed us how they was making it, actually making it on the spot. And that's how you make songs, you know? To me, the best songs are when you do it like that. You know what I'm saying? All that pre-rehearsed shit don't work.
It's another song too. Back in the day, remember they had a Stop the Violence joint with MC Light.
It was a couple of them.
It was MC Light.
Yeah. That was the West Coast joint.
Yeah, they had the West Coast joint
too. It was
too.
the West Coast and East Coast. Yeah.
They had the East Coast joint.
Stop the Violence was one of them. I think it was the East Coast.
What was called Self-Destruction.
Self-Destruction, yeah. You headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. You headed for, I was in the motherfucking 80s, niggas said you headed for self-destruction.
They had motherfucking like 15 people on that one song.
Oh, hell yeah.
They had a bunch of people.
But then,
the West Coast.
The West Coast joint had rack them up. Eazy-E was on that joint.
NWA.
The Breed. I don't even think Eazy-E was with NWA when he did this joint.
He did
It was broken up. Michelle A was on there. And you know Michelle A, she do the humming and singing and shit. You know she fuck with Drake. Drake whooped her ass and shit.
Allegedly.
No.
He did.
No. That ain't allegedly. She took her ass whoop. She took her ass whoop.
She took her ass whoop?
Her and the Pump It Up host, that ain't allegedly. He whooped that ass.
He whooped that ass?
Yeah. Especially if Shorty, I forgot her name. She used to host a Pump It Up show. Yeah, he put the fingers on her, put paws on her too.
Put paws on her?
That's why I love black women, dog. You know what I'm saying? When I always say, dog, I love the black women, you know what I'm saying? It's because, not only because my grandmother, my mother, you know what I'm saying? It's just knowing what black women been through. Like, coming up in the 80s and 70s, niggas used to hit their women. Easy. Black men used to whoop on their women, you know?
In the 60s too.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, beyond that.
Black women used to take ass whoopings, dog. Literally. I was witness to a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. It's like, and you'll watch that black woman still have herself together, go to work, clean this fucking house, get your shit ready for school, you know what I'm saying? After taking that ass whoop. You know what I'm saying, Doc? And to me, that's why I always scream, I love black women. Because in all households, the black woman is the strongest, the strong person in the family. She the backbone. Whether niggas want to act hard if they want, that's bullshit. They run it. The females run it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just love black women. You know, I love them. Not only because they sexy and they look, you know what I'm saying? It's just a list of things that put black women at the top of the heap of the pile. You know what I'm saying, dog? So that brings me to a few things that people been talking about lately. Is like you said, man, earlier, when it's people on the internet, YouTube, you know what I'm saying, or Facebook, it's black men on YouTube, on internet that want to beat up on black women. You know what I'm saying, dog? And to me, out of all women, you know what I'm saying, dog, even if you ain't black, you got to notice that the black women are strong women, literally. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a Chinese man, you know that black woman that works your job, she don't take shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know that. You know what I'm saying, dog? So you don't have to be black to appreciate the black women, the strength they have. You know what I'm saying? Overall, all women, really. To me, they the leader of the food chain. Women in general are the leader of the food chain in general. To me, black women is in top of that. You know what I'm saying? So women first, black women in first of that, as far as I'm concerned. So when I hear motherfuckers all on the internet, right? Just it's a thing. It's like it's categories on the internet. If you slide into them, you're gonna get paid, right? If you're a black man beating up on black men, it's a category for you to get paid, right? If you're a black man beating on black women, it's a category on YouTube and all over the fucking place for you to entertain white people. Because it's not black people you entertaining, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So when you get in there and downgrade black women all on the internet and shit, and you got all these people chats, all this shit running down your shit, all these white people is engaging with you because they agree with your dumb ass, right? And to me, Tommy Sotomayor, Kevin Samuels, all these clowns fit in one dumb box, right? Of let's beat up on black women because I can't get none. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't get the ones I like, so fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck white women, Chinese women. I'm gonna talk bad about y'all. I'm gonna call y'all ghetto as fuck because I can't get the ones I want of you. You know what I'm saying? Now, so I get on the internet, and to me, what's his name? Kevin Samuels. He got a PhD and all this bullshit. So okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? PhD. So he get on here. To him, it's him talking to black men and telling black women what they need to do to satisfy the black man, right? That's his angle, right? Then you got other fools like the one that just came out. I don't know. Y'all been watching him, right? Tell us about main man that come out with his wife on YouTube to explain him cheating. Who is this dude right here? Y'all been talking about? Jake?
It's some fool. He's supposed to be like some type of a guru, but he using what he using to get pussy on the side, basically. And you know, he try to hide the fact that it is, you know, that he think what he doing is correct, but then he's trying to, you know, he's sitting there holding his wife's hand, holding her hand, and I know she's sitting there, you know, she look like a fool, to be honest with you. She should have just left his ass, because you know he's gonna do it again.
I mean, all right, these people married though, right? Our first Jake, I mean, real, what you think?
You man, a narcissist. Beyond that, he a hypocrite. You put those two together, they don't mix well. Also, he an idiot. I mean, your base is women, and you dog a woman, especially a black woman. And instead of just coming out and just admitting that you fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Just say it that way. You bring her on there and use her as a shield to downgrade your fuck up. She's never been on any of your videos beforehand. Why would you put on a video now? It don't make sense. Secondly, you talk very badly about men. So no man is gonna come to your help. All of them laughing at him. Because he bashed them to make his money. So his brand was tailored towards women.
So what he did was he bashed men to show his attention to women, and then once they they drop the guard, that's when he cheated on them.
He knew her for a minute, so it wasn't nothing new. He probably been doing it from the very beginning. His wife just didn't know about it, and that's the whole thing. Which him himself has made statements about that in various videos about that. So we, as the men, don't have any sympathy for him. So that's why he's being roasted. Secondly, he don't have a publicist because ain't no publicist would have told his dumbass to put your wife on you, holding her hand. It don't even look like she comfortable.
Yeah, she don't
look comfortable. So that means you forced her to do this. She don't know. She blindsided. You know what I'm saying? People roasted her talking about why the fuck she come out with a bonnet on. So she had to redo another video with her real hair out there and looking proper. Come on, defending herself. Then she looks like a fool because she's standing by a nigga who dogged her. So she ain't winning no way around it. Why am I standing by a nigga that female that's dogging me out? Niggas is gonna laugh at me. We're like, man, she did all that shit to you. And you up there holding her hand and all that. I'm like, come on, man, that's a cop out. You went there and told her, like, look, you want to keep getting this bread? You want to come in and help me save face, you know? They try to put God in, getting right spiritually. Oh, bullshit. Just admit you fucked up. And you stupid.
So this is who? Jackson, right?
Yeah,
what's his first name? Derrick Jackson.
Derrick Jackson.
Now, like I was saying before, I haven't heard too much of his stuff.
That's right.
But to me, I think it's same as Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor, right? They both just beat up on black women.
No. He don't beat up on black women. He beat up on black men. He upbraid women. He say that everything they saying is correct about black men. And that's why black men going at him. The furious I've never seen. I've seen 80,000 videos made of this man. So he the reverse. He pander on to, yeah, y'all men do women wrong.
Okay, so now I understand what's going on.
Yeah,
so he's the one that he don't just do the bashing black women. He do the black men part.
Yeah, he do bad.
All right, so now
it's like basically like this. Hey, Sandra, you deserve better than what he give you because he ain't shit. This, that, and third.
Don't accept that.
Don't accept that. He not your type.
He's cheating on you.
He did this to you, and you deserve this. You deserve that. And then that's when he come in for the key.
Yeah, he ain't objective. He ain't saying what men need to do better and what women need to do better. It's just only what men need to do better. So that's his base. So all his women who listen to this man now got egg on their face.
They pander on that shit.
So he's just a black dude that says, all right, these black dudes are some trash because they do this and that.
So you get some play.
And he one of the motherfuckers that do it. Yeah. See, again, it's a way to do it and don't be like a contradicting ass dude. Like, but I don't preach this dumb shit though, so I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you should though. I don't know. There's money out there for it. Women love that shit. You love the black women. There you go. You can speak to them. Some all that good shit they want to hear.
This chapter of our marriage is one that was
don't let that nigga don't bash other men though.
I would say I just
started bash other niggas, calm as a bitch.
Last year, but
black bitch come back and get you
about what was the cause and all that.
Like,
some of it is true, some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jackson was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with. But without my wife's knowledge of it and with us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of.
Wait. All right, so far, he kind of trying to say he did something, but he's not saying it yet. Right? Her let's talk about her body language though.
She not comfortable at all.
She really don't want to be there, right? Why is she there though?
She like
Shield.
Because of who?
She is his shield.
she sit there next to him to make it seem like
Yeah, what he did ain't that bad.
and
First of
what he
all-
did what he did is what he trying to get her to be like, okay, just sit right here, hold my hand,
You knew what I was fucking
Hey.
up. We ain't been together like that.
this, that, and the
Yeah.
third, and you know. Right now he cheating the audience because he know he ain't shit.
Man, he think motherfuckers dumb. Nigga, you got caught, nigga. That's the most insulting thing in the world to a motherfucker. We see you caught. You red-handedly got caught, and you trying to justify what you say in a video that you can't justify. He literally said this shit in this video about cheating, black men cheating, and he did it. So he has no leg to stand on. That's what I'm like, it's just dumb. Shut the fuck up, say, yeah, I got caught cheating, and move on with it. Go damage control. But to put her on there and make her look stupid,
And she not even comfortable.
I don't get
at all.
the point of this though. Like, she know that I guess he's a famous streamer.
yeah,
So she should, first of all, why she look like that?
thank you.
Why would she do that?
Cause she feel. I think
I think he just grabbed her while she was in the bathroom.
Hey, come here and do this video real quick. Like, huh?
I think honestly, I think she feels though that she thinks that. I mean, I don't think I'm looking at her body language. She don't look comfortable at all. Like
Yeah. She knows
she don't want to be there.
Yeah. But she know that's what he giving her money. So, you know, you want it. And I get it, you're going to stand by him. But in her head, that made it worse.
She don't look. She like, man, nigga.
If she had some emotion with her,
Cheating,
cussing this nigga out and fucking him up and all that on camera,
Not in alignment with
that
the
might work. Because that would seem more realistic. Her sitting there knowing she's hot,
of what
pissed
it needs
off,
to be,
mad.
which is the standard that I'm going
Cause
by
you can
now.
look at her. She
Now,
like,
I'm saying
man,
this
nigga.
publicly.
Half the people
Hurry
didn't
up.
even know he was married
Marriage
or
to
know
God,
he was married to
I'm
her.
accountable to God. Then I
She ain't
have to
never been on no
come to my
video?
wife, in which we've already had this conversation.
She's sitting there
I've
like,
already told her
nigga,
literally everything,
please,
giving her basically
hurry up with this
a
damn
roll
video.
call list. If I've
Get
said
me the
hello
fuck
to a
off
woman
this
in the
shit.
last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public,
I don't like that.
it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly, I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable. You know, the same way that I preach, you know, men and women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jackson's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it. The next person didn't make me. No friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma or whatever. Look,
You heard this
I
book?
made decisions.
Yeah,
I made a
I
series
heard
of
that.
decisions
Part of it.
that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification. I've already made that bet and
I
had
had
to
sort of
lie
like
in it.
first 3 minutes.
Now
and
we're
said,
finally
fuck this
getting
shit.
on to the other side personally
This
in our
nigga
own
stupid.
healing, in our own
Fuck
marital
did he get
oneness.
all y'all females
Now
to
this
follow
is being made public to you guys, so we're
And
bringing
why
it to
is
you
y'all
guys
following
to
me?
let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes,
Hand
so
movements
I
and
do
shit.
want to just add that
Unrip that
I
motherfucker.
agree with what he just said. There is no justification for bringing other women into
Mass manipulated.
on any level. And
Hey,
it was
I ain't never had that in me. That's
and
one
it's
thing I can't do.
something I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward.
I can't make motherfuckers drink the Kool-Aid.
When I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, you know, I need to leave or why haven't
Yeah,
I
you
left?
should.
And the answer is
Mhm.
when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone. No matter how many times he came, I stayed gone and stood firm on I am not coming back. And I did not come back until I seen a shift and a change in his mentality, in how he carried himself, in how he presented himself, and conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on, and this was with me being completely removed from his life, and him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to live.
That's one thing I don't like right there. When somebody fuck up, then it's all I'm in God now.
Yeah, that shit.
I told you.
You can't do that,
I
man.
don't like that shit, you
You
know?
just told the nigga to put his
Cause now you're using God as a scapegoat.
And you're gonna still do what you're doing, yeah? You just bullshit. Why say that? Why act like now you cleansing yourself some kind of way? You know what I'm saying?
Using God as a scapegoat.
I don't get that dumb
The
shit.
Lord told me to stick up my penis in this woman.
And then she said she stayed away until she figured out he changed.
No.
Like
Nah,
what?
Man, you
No.
can't do that.
That ain't making no sense,
And that's
man.
why she made the videos out there, because she sounded stupid.
She's not making no sense. I don't know why she stopped talking.
Man, but you can't. He fucked up. He got owned.
I don't know why she talked. And second of all, he didn't get no haircut, so he's really fucked up.
Wake up the next day and know you're allowed to hear fucked up. You fucked up too.
Yeah, he gotta come fresh.
So there's nothing out
Look at
there
this.
right now that is information that I
He looking at her
don't
like-
know about or haven't known about. And so this is
Wait.
not something that
With some cheeks.
is new. We have
Yeah.
moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it
She said they went to counsel.
and continue to do so. He is still continuing
All
to
right.
pursue God and continuing to seek guidance and wise counsel from men of God. And
Why would she make more videos?
for the continuation of me being present in this marriage?
She talking a lot on this one.
To stand by his side. So today,
Yeah,
where I'm
those-
at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no
You know, strong black females hate when
No.
a chick.
hurt, no shame about that. And it's only
She
because
should let the nigga hang on, but still.
God and the mercy of God.
Put her
And
foot up his ass.
we have already
She should
turned
left chick, right
the
chick,
chapter.
uppercut.
So that all right. Folk, now y'all know I love the black women.
You love it.
Now,
Now that one is a fool.
Now, on the flip side, though, right? You watching a black family right there, black couple, right? Out in the open, hash out somebody cheating. They hashing out on air, on live on the internet. Not only that, they getting counseling. That's what she said.
Yeah, let's say.
So, like on the flip side, you watching a black couple go through a situation in their relationship live. You can't say that's easy, huh?
But they got a guru with them. He the black guru for females. So if she would have followed his advice, she was supposed to dump his ass. 'Cause he would have told another female to leave her man if he cheated on her. That's the hypocrisy in all of it. He said it on numerous videos. Look at his catalog. He got all that shit lined up. He would have told her if the situation was reversed and she wasn't his wife to leave that man. That man's been cheating the whole time. There's no excuse for that. His exact words. So how can he expect forgiveness for what he told her don't accept? By her, I mean a black woman.
And for him to happen for the situation to happen to them, and then they talking about his wife's still sticking with him. He gonna do this shit again.
The point is, he would have told his wife if she was messing with another nigga to leave that nigga. Point blank.
Or anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
So the fact that he trying to justify her staying when that don't make any sense. To him.
Now.
So now you in the. That's what I'm saying. He give advice. Give advice to himself, or give advice to her, like he would for everybody. And that's what everybody's trying to say. Now he going to counseling, but he don't tell other people to go to counseling. Leave that nigga. That's his exact words. He's no good. He's not going to change. He's been doing that. These are the words he used. Not stick it out. Not stay by. not hold hands and figure that shit out like they trying to do on that now.
In this story.
I mean, you really gotta watch some of this shit and then go back and watch this interview. You're gonna laugh. I'm like,
Is now sharing
it's funny.
that with you.
He's pathetic.
And I forgave him.
He's really
and
pathetic.
most importantly, God has first forgiven him, and I also
Oh, sister
forgive
girl.
the others as well.
Oh,
And
God.
with that, we are free and
God.
moving forward. So that's all I have.
She made herself.
And I get it.
I'm
Some
mad.
of y'all, like, this may come as a huge shock, probably a huge disappointment. I let a lot of you down. You know, if you've had a perspective shift on who Derek is, hopefully it's away from anything remotely close to perfection. And it's simply that, you know, I am a human, and that does not justify anything that I did. But I don't want anybody out there to be putting me on a pedestal. If you did, then I hate that you did that. Maybe I gave you cause for that, and I apologize if I did. For those who are saying, Derek, I don't want to ever listen to you again, it's totally understandable. I appreciate you while I had your support and helping me get the message out about healing and healthy relationships to so many people who needed it, myself included. And for those who are going to continue to support, man, I appreciate you like never before, because I know it's not going to be easy going forward, at least for a little while.
That's what I don't understand when people get on the internet. For example, you will have couples having a YouTube channel about dating. Like, what? Y'all married. How you gonna tell somebody about dating?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like him. He on the internet telling people about black men how bad they are, right?
Yep.
But he doing that.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's
Thank
just the
you.
dumbest shit.
Thank you.
It
Now
been-
you get it. You understand it now.
It been hypocrite.
It's just dumb, yeah. And you think you can fuck these bitches
And then they want to throw God.
and nobody say nothing?
Then they want to throw.
It doesn't make sense.
Then they
man.
want to throw God and spiritual and all this stuff in the mix.
But that's your whole thing. That's why you exist.
You know.
And you think you're gonna fuck a bitch and they don't say nothing.
You know.
Like, really?
Or somebody gonna see it who hating on you. Like, dang, that Derek Jackson. Dang, his wife right there.
Or somebody show the bitch the joint and be like, that's the nigga I be fucking.
Right.
Oh, what he be talking about? Oh, nah, that nigga talking some bullshit. Yeah.
And next thing you know, she be on the chat joint.
Exactly. Like, how long do you think you can get away with that? That don't make any sense, yeah?
Wait till the other people come out. Oh yeah, I smashed him too. Yeah, we was smashing the other day.
That's what I mean.
All of them about to come
Like,
out.
why would I be on the internet saying, oh, if you fucking bitches behind your girl, you's a slobby, slop
Yeah.
asshole. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying?
You know,
That wouldn't make any sense for me to do that. Fuck is going on? So a girl could be later on saying, oh no, that nigga bullshit because I fucked him here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Oh man, no shit.
It's just dumb for you to think you can get away with that shit. Well, thinking you can get away with that shit. But like you said, that's kind of different from like dude right here, Kevin Samuels.
He just bad.
He should be fucking girls all over. You know what I'm saying? Black women. See, his thing is for him, he like one of them black dudes that think they fucking. How you explain these niggas? Them uppy up ass niggas.
He got bad niggas like you to think he don't get more pussy.
He like uppity up ass niggas. They want a motherfucker walk around with this what's that
Stick up
called?
his ass.
The thing right here. Clip on that little fucking button thing here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
You talking about the cuff links?
Yeah. Yeah, cufflink ass nigga.
Nah,
Come
Brooks.
on.
They call him Brooks. Though.
Nah, that cologne. He one of them niggas. That motherfucking.
Mm.
He one of them niggas that want motherfucking constantly, you know what I'm saying? Like wear suits and be like, okay, this cufflink, this is that, this tie, this, that type shit. He one of them niggas.
Oh, Carlton Banks ass.
Ah, that's a good one. That's who right there.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, yeah. We used to call him Poindexter.
Who he say? Carl.
Yeah, Carlton Banks.
Carlton Banks from
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
Yeah, one of them niggas. And when he see like an average female from the hood, to him, you would think of Carlton and think of Carlton looking like a ghetto bra. You see what I'm saying? That's him. So he'll be ragging on bitches like that all day. And the day we find out he fucking one of these bitches, boy, That's what I mean. Hold on, this yours?
Yeah.
It's yours. They fucked that.
No, it's mine. But you one of those caught bank niggas.
Yeah, you said it right when you said Carlton. That's who you think of. Let me think on these joints. He, like the girls call in. To me, I think most black girls out there that got money, they really don't know how to carry themselves as far as relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, by them having bread, like most niggas want bras that, you know what I'm saying, they control this situation, you know?
Not just that. You
Like-
just don't want somebody to.
Most females with bread or
You know, think
having or they had a shit already established, really kind of stuck up, really. You know what I'm saying? They got a list of shit.
Yeah, I don't need you.
And 8 times out of 10, can't no man fit in that list. Unless they scour the whole universe. You know what I'm saying? And they don't do that, they just go in their neighborhood thinking all this whole list is in their neighborhood some fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
35 years old and
I've
you're
seen
a
my wife.
business owner.
All right, I'm gonna let you listen to main man. He gonna talk to some broad for about 5 minutes, right? I'm gonna give you an example of how he talk to you, bitch. And I want you to, you know what I'm saying?
Came in and said, damn your topic. I want to ask you what I want to ask you. And
Okay.
that's, but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude, but I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you?
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
And what's your question?
So my issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly,
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because
Look at him.
I find when I date down, guys,
Look at him. Look at this motherfucker, man.
He got the little glasses on.
Man.
It looking like a pure dick.
It's like, yeah, he caught you.
sorry.
No, and I'm using this as lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper.
Let me
And
play that
even
again.
when I told you the right way, you still were like,
Let me play that
well,
Now,
35 years
listen
old,
to
a
how
business owner.
condescending he is to my women here. He burning me up. Watch it.
That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title, and you said, "Damn your show title! I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me. But you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men.
Like son.
That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever. So I'm gonna use this. When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year. And was that man? Did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. And how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long have you been making 6 figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay. Why do you need a man making 6 figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date, that's not.
Now, when you say 6 figures, what is she saying when she says
5,000, bro.
she think her
She sound
company
like-
making that?
She sound like what's the name? But she was like, she only date people, dudes who ain't broke.
I know what you're talking about.
She don't date 9 to 5 dudes.
What's her name? Yeah. That ugly bitch. Yeah. It was on Wild and Out. I forgot her name. Simone, yeah.
She was
Simone.
saying, if y'all listen, she dated below and she had a lot of problems with it. So now she want to raise her standards to equal her.
Now, if I was on there, I would have to tell her to explain what's low. What do you mean below you? What are you talking
Below 6 figures. So I did.
Who's beneath her?
about? Yeah, like,
So she making 100,000. That's 6 figures.
but what if that nigga went to college and graduated? He's just not making 6 figures.
Okay. then
What
that's-
make
that's-
him beneath you?
Financially, that's below her.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not working out
What does that have to do with money?
because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, encouraging him like, "Hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that." And then
All right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make 6 figures or more?
No bullshit.
I think it's like 5%.
Oh, she looked this shit up.
I'm not.
Closer to 10. So
Okay.
10%. All right. So
In North Carolina?
the question
Yeah.
is,
She
what
might be
do
more right
those
than
men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want, what do they want?
I feel like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks, but also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself. But they want somebody that more than just looks.
She pretty much sound like
yeah,
you.
arm candy, but something behind, brain with it, and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make 6 figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Do you know any men that you are related to that make 6 figures or more?
No.
Unrelated to? Yeah,
Men
not
that
on
you
a
are
personal-
not related to.
not on a personal level.
So you don't know them. You don't know what they want, but you want them. Man, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want. And saying 6 figures is just something that you've got taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. But what do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have a son now, so
How old is your son?
he's 13.
Hey, dog, you see how this bro look when she said I got a son? I guarantee you about to talk trash about that.
Where's the father?
Whoa.
He's not
Yeah,
enough
see,
in
that's
his life.
the first thing.
I
Well,
didn't ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
All right, so
This is when he
go ahead
about to
and take
bash
this
the
down,
dude.
man.
Who?
This is when he about to bash the dude.
No, you want to bash her.
Yeah, he about to go in on her.
You want somebody making 6 figures and you can't keep a man, your son, father, and all that dumb shit.
That's probably it.
Talking about have options. And typically I don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men who
Better believe it.
this doesn't sound appealing.
This nigga said she don't sound appealing though.
I mean, she got a
13-year-old son.
13-year-old son. Bag is right
So
there.
the kind of man you're talking about.
I make 6 figures.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
Huh?
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Oh. Okay.
Why would she want to book a session with this clown ass nigga?
Because he gonna get results.
What?
He gets results.
She tripping.
But see,
But if you look at
You
the
should
whole
have stopped
setup,
right
you
there.
got a can. You know,
Hey, Carson back that joint with a candle. Got some shit spinning right here. Fuck out of here, yeah.
then you got like a little
I just
black
told you.
light.
I mean, why would she want him? What?
I cannot change men. And you said, once
Right.
I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling
Right.
you what they want. And you're still
Right.
saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners who women across the country want that?
Somewhat true.
He just fucked her up. He said nobody wants you. The shit you want, nobody wants you.
Nah, because you gotta think about it though. A
Yeah,
nigga is the top 10.
She set the bar too damn high.
No, that's not it. It's the fact that she don't meet the requirement that fuck with somebody that high. If they got money, they don't care if you make 6 figures. That's irrelevant to them. But
Because
do
they
know-
already make it.
Yeah, but they do know that you got baggage. You got that kid with you. Most time that baby father with the kids.
And it's sketchy baby father.
He said sketchy baby father. Yeah.
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like
Would you want your son to, if you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or
Why
would you
keep saying
prefer
Father
him to get a woman who
She
had
said it's
no
Father
children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
She was basically
depending
saying
on
that the
his
father,
age.
See,
father's
see what I
in and
mean?
out of the-
See what I mean?
the
This
boy
goes
life.
so deep for black women. They will even. Should have been an easy question. No,
Why
I
you
would
keep
not
doing
want
that,
my
my nigga?
son to bring. I want the best for my son. That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit. You should want the best for your son.
of course.
What?
But this is.
the shit he talking
But-
about is bullshit.
And are you
Yeah.
thinking? Micah,
What?
If he brought
Then-
home a
then-
woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But would
no,
I
you're
advise-
not.
She
That's the
said-
problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that
They
you're
are,
not.
nigga. Fuck wrong with you. Black women are exception to the rule.
My love life is not that good. I agree with
Get
you.
over it.
Because
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
I just told her.
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel
Shit
like
don't make no
I get what
sense.
you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls.
Huh?
Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit.
I don't know
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick.
See, now he had to do too much.
That's another one of you lies. No, younger women are always
I mean,
younger
that's
women are
true,
attracted
but
to
he
older
had to
men.
do
What are
too
you
much.
talking
I
about?
gotta beat him off with a stick.
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
She said, "Can you see me though?" Other words, she said she look good. Can you see her? I want to see what you about to say. Can you see her? Holy shit! She said, "Can you see me?"
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I
What
rate
you mean,
myself?
can you see?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay, she was honest.
And how tall are you?
Yeah, she
5'5".
don't look all that great.
Dress size.
I'm
She was
sorry?
honest.
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
Did you I mean stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there, breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world.
You gonna get stabbed.
You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women
She not.
off rip.
Yeah, you gonna-
If you do
I
see
mean,
them, they got them. They got their average looking woman when they were both really young, and he built his
Like
way
she
up.
said, when she take all that makeup
But a
off.
man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
Like she might have a body though.
I mean, my body is not average. So
Okay,
But you're-
yeah, that's what I
man,
said.
please don't make me say it.
Wow.
Like I could see that, but she said that shit though.
She said a 5.
She said my body ain't average though, motherfucker. I could tell it's
Say
some
what?
lumps going on. You know what I'm saying? But what are you gonna say though?
I'm gonna say it.
I know this shit just drags.
I
you
really
in.
just wanted some advice. I love your
I'm
stuff.
giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The
I'm-
advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
Stab.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay, average looking women, average looking woman who's older,
Woo.
average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son,
Woo. Strike 3.
average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy.
Woo. You're out.
This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one.
What?
Ooh, this nigga on a phone? Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on. All
You
right.
don't qualify.
We had enough of you.
Nah,
We had enough of you, player.
nah.
We had enough of you, player.
You don't qualify.
All right, first of all, young.
I gotta be
Okay, now I gotta agree with him. She not above average. Now, if she wasn't stand up, I saw it was something that gonna happen. You see what I'm saying?
Look like
If she wasn't stand up.
some nice little things going.
Yeah, it was gonna think things were gonna happen when she stood up. All right.
Sure? You sure? It's
nice
kinda
little
bad here?
lumps.
And that's why she was like, hey, my body ain't average, motherfucker. My body, like, if her body is above, that can bring her up. She's not dumb now. You know what I'm saying? But the way he doing, it's not true.
That's why he mentioned. That's why she mentioned her body. Said my face might be average,
Yeah.
but my body ain't.
But-
I know these motherfuckers, rich motherfuckers get this body. If my face ain't up to par,
But y'all missed the whole point. The whole point was he's trying to tell her
Ah!
they're not gonna smash. They're gonna smash and roll.
the bad, yeah, there you
Nah,
go.
I don't agree with him. She make 100 G's. She don't look bad, dude. What are you talking about?
So you think she gonna pull a nigga who make over 100 G's?
That's where it's gonna get sketchy.
There you go. He said she can pull a nigga under 100 G's. We talking about a nigga who make 100 G's or better. Why would they fuck with her?
But a nigga making 100 G's or better gonna be married, yeah.
That's what he said.
That's
too.
what he's saying.
Or they.
And basically, what he's saying is that she's not married to material.
He
That's
said
not-
she said she had to catch him when they was young.
Nah, what he's saying is she's 35, she got 13-year-old. All right.
Lower your standards.
You can't tell me shorty can't. Yeah. I already said that about black women. That I do agree with.
Lower your standards.
Black women got a whole list. It's too much on your list. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
Yeah, you gonna want.
Black men can't even fit into some of these lists they have.
You gonna meet in North Carolina. You gonna meet a nigga working at the Home Depot.
Yeah, and then
That's
she gotta
what- that's
figure
you.
in
That's you.
exactly where she live at too. You gotta
Or-
realize she live in North Carolina.
Or the
Where
piggly,
you looking at?
Or the piggly wiggly.
That's you.
Like you gonna go to the warehouse and try to find somebody making 100 G's. Now, don't lie. No, I ain't gonna bullshit you now. If a nigga work that shit right in the warehouse, they can get close to 100 G's. I ain't gonna bullshit you. You know
Ain't
what I'm saying?
Smithfield down there?
But it ain't gonna be no normal thing for them. No.
Ain't Smithfield down there?
Yeah. They cut that shit off down there. They don't play. They ain't getting a whole bunch of bread down there.
You ain't no bread
I'm talking about the
chicken
white
plants,
clothes.
all that. We didn't get none of that shit.
Talking about the white hat.
I was saying she gotta realize she live in North Carolina too, man. Unless you about to come out of North Carolina and try to find somebody making 100 G's, that's something different. But to just live in North Carolina and think somebody gonna fall in your lap to make 100 G's is ridiculous.
You
And
country.
that person will like you too. It's just crazy.
You country. You stay in the country.
And basically,
There's nothing else to say.
basically, the motherfucker gonna smash and run.
I wish I could find her Instagram, 'cause I know her shit pop. I know it is.
But like I said, get in where you fit in. There's nice dudes out there who make average money. That's okay. Probably got a kid of his own.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing she gotta realize.
But you shooting for the stars, and I applaud your effort. Maybe you was 25, you might have had a chance, but you 35. And black don't crack, but let's be real here, though. You know?
Black women, I love you. Like you said, they don't crack, man.
Black
They be
don't
sexy
crack.
up until
But
they.
if I'm making 100,000. I'm fucking those 24-year-olds.
I mean, that's the thing she really don't really understand, that most people in that tax bracket got options, right?
Motherfucker.
And some of those options are real easy.
You know?
And compared to her, her option, that'll be hard fucking with her. You feel me?
She ain't
Because
going away.
you got a lot of things going on. You got 13-year-old, it's almost about to be fucking the grown ass dude. You know what I'm saying? He all in our face. Then you got main man running around, I don't know where he at. You say you don't even talk to him much. So that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And I make 100 G's. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? So in a way, right. But if she come out of North Carolina, it'd be easier. You know what I'm saying? They won't make it like 100 G's. They be making 70 at least. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't good enough for her. They gotta make 6 figures.
That bitch said 6 figures in general.
You know? What that said?
Straight up.
Crack.
And,
Ain't no crack something out here.
and you gotta realize Instagram made these girls think they look better than they do. You know what I'm saying? So she probably thought she was popping way more than she was. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was way over the top. She was looked way better than what he was giving you the picture of. You know what I'm saying? But I think if she would wore something different and stood up once or twice, it would have made things different.
He was judging by his view. He 51. He wouldn't fuck her.
And then he gonna say, "Oh, I can't beat him off with a stick." Like, come on, bro.
His money beat him off with a stick, not him. But that's him.
Now I get to him, yeah. Young in their 20s and 30s, they do fuck older women.
Like a motherfucker.
But he got beat him off with a stick. Like, really, no? We ain't gonna go that route. You know what I'm saying? You gotta beat him off with a stick. Fuck out of here, yeah.
What he been doing was beat him off with his dick.
Now I think, and to me personally, he was talking nice to her in a way. But when you start saying,
It sounded like he was carrying her a little
that's what I'm saying, but he was doing it in the proper way.
No, he blunt. He don't sugarcoat his shit. Instead of telling her what she wanted to hear or sugarcoating it down where he was out, yeah, they don't want you. You 5. Your body's a 5. You're a 5 of this. You're average. He just straight up to the point. And he on, and some people, and she ain't catch on to it because most black women would have stopped him.
And then I guess she
A
felt.
long time ago.
Yeah, I guess she felt some type of way and picked up.
But
the
she
phone.
did seek his advice, so she had to want to hear what he was saying because most black chicks would have cut that nigga off on the fucking phone. But nigga, who the fuck think he is?
Exactly.
But that's why she picked up the phone, because it was something that she ain't want to hear.
No, not just that. She thought that he would help her find what she wanted, not knowing that he the reverse. He just don't give a fuck. He'll tell you, look, you just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you leave outside here,
Basically,
you go to a bigger city, maybe LA, maybe New York.
basically telling her she's some shit.
He ain't go that far.
Right
He
now.
just told her she mediocre. Mediocre's gotta stick with mediocre. That is somewhat true.
Even T.I. don't fuck with mediocres.
I mean, sometimes you do gotta build a man up or help him out. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Some men take a project chick. You know, sometimes sucking and fucking is what that man want.
Yeah, as long as it's an entanglement.
Sometimes you don't want to be questioned. A lot of women that make more than you think they know more than you, just because they told the field to make them money, or they get a hairdressing, or they get lashes, or they got an OnlyFans page. Anyway, they make their money. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But they think differently. They demean you because you don't make that. And that's where the issue coming at. You like, oh, I make what you make, or I make more than you, so I feel like I'm superior to you. That's why niggas fuck them up, or dog them, or run their credit up, or do all the above, drop them off at their nice government job and go around fucking bitches. Like, man, do that. I don't know how he got away with that. He did that shit for years too. I was off at the FBI building, go bang a rack of cheeks, and pick her up, all in her car too. I know. Just think about that. He went out getting chicks in your car. Yeah, that's how it be though. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't had the right to talk to her like that. And that's the way he is. He's a very condescending man.
Man, we better not find out he fuck with little rats.
Oh, he fuck with rats.
See, that's what I mean about these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, he fuck with rats.
Carlton Banks, go in the hood.
Carlton Banks.
Because that's the only thing that probably appease him.
That's his name for now,
Yeah.
Carlton Banks.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how he make his money. The fact that he kept bringing up that she need to go make an appointment and through his business page and all that, I'm like, nigga, you bash chick. And you want this chick to take the time out to pay you to be bashed? That's some.
I was
slip
confused on how the
shit.
bitch was talking about I want to make an appointment. Like, what are you talking about?
Now he was. I think he was right too. Think she's not above average because it was some things that I seen in her face that first she got big for you.
I think she country, man.
She country.
Yeah.
She country. That's
probably
all
fat
right.
as
Yeah,
motherfucker,
she
boy.
fat.
But
But-
she probably got 2 hand marks in the back.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, but a man who making substantial money probably can get that answer.
She probably so fat. They got 2 pigs fighting for milk. Them
Most definitely. I can see that on the break.
cheeks clapping.
That's why I said if she stand up, the party over, nigga.
Her face, nah.
But that's why she was like my body way above average.
Because she knows that she's not all that great looking when you look at her face. She admitted, she kind of admitted that.
And the part you didn't get to see?
This nigga.
Oh Lord.
A man at the nwheel.com. Black people, I think black people are horrible people, just in general.
Wait. Let's start over right there.
Rip. Nah, we getting that.
Man, get mad just what they call an insider, just to get y'all to subscribe.
Huh?
You want to subscribe to him?
He another one that bash. I was just about to tell y'all what he did.
Yeah, he already told us what he do.
He bashed black men and women. He don't like black people. Period. He's like a Trump supporter.
Thing they do is ask, well, who are you?
Uncle Ruckus.
He didn't. This nigga had his hands on his gun when he walked back towards me at my house. At my house. I called the police because a bitch who been stalking me was at my house. I almost ended up getting arrested. Doing nothing wrong. Doing nothing wrong. If you haven't seen it, go over to OnlyFans and see the video.
There they go with that.
Cigar Hefe said, I need to file a complaint. Oh, I'm doing that in the morning. He walked towards me. I walked towards him. He walked at me. I walked at him. He had his gun. I had mine. Nigga had a problem. Whoever this ugly black nigga is at this house got a big titty bitch out here stalking him and a bitch that just walk around here look like a whole horse in the ass. She looked like it's the reason I got cracks in my concrete. That big old bitch walked out there with all that ass, said, what the problem is? She just out there with all that ass. Y'all seen it? She walked out there like she smelled the blood of an Englishman. Fee, fi, fo,
nigga said
fum. Just
he don't
all
like-
ass. No stomach, no nothing
say
else,
black
just
people or
all
black men?
ass. One of those people who was saying defund the police, fuck them. Not all of them, but fuck them. Fuck them nigger police. Fuck them nigger Uber drivers. I just think black people are horrible people, just in general. If there was a way I could come back not black, I promise you I would.
Wait,
I
y'all
think
heard
black
that?
people are just
Yeah,
bad
he need to get
people
the fuck
Did
out
y'all
of here
just
with that.
hear that one?
doing nothing wrong.
Wait, do you hear what he just said?
He said if he would have died to come,
Doing
basically he said
nothing.
if he
wrong.
died to come
If
back,
you haven't seen
black.
it, go
He
over to
won't
OnlyFans
be-
and see the
would
video.
not.
Cigar Hefe said
He
I need to
wouldn't
file
do
a complaint. Oh, I'm doing that in the morning.
That means he won't be Caucasian.
Yeah, he Uncle Ruckus.
He walked towards me.
Who say that though?
I think black people are just bad people in general. I've had a nigga Uber driver sit outside my house because I'm fucking fine bitches and he ain't. I had a nigga Uber driver tell one of the fine bitches I'm fucking, oh, he have a lot of bitches over his house, as if she didn't know this.
So you saying this nigga said, you heard what this nigga said? He said he wish he could die and come back other than black. I don't even think I ever heard no shit like that before in my life.
He'll be a roach, caterpillar. You know, you get reincarnated, it's up in the air.
That's crazy, my nigga.
He'll be a dumb beetle.
That's crazy. I never heard a black dude ever say. All right, first of all, he said, fuck all black people or some shit. Then he said, I swear to God, man, if I can come back to something else besides black. That's is Uncle Rufus. Or Rufus.
I think he's playing a role though. I don't think.
Now, I said, man, it's category when we started this podcast, right? It's categories on the internet that black people get in. They bash each other to do it. Black women or black men. His angle is all black people, period. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's just a whole race.
He's a Trump lover dude. Trump lover black man. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you who he is right there.
Most of his followers KKK or.
So it ain't just black women. It's all everything in general. He just literally wish he was white.
So basically, he what's his name from Dave Chappelle, for the Chappelle Show?
Exactly. He just wish he was right.
He was the black guy.
He this nigga though.
He was the black guy who was blind. I forgot his name. What's his name, Jarrell? He was the blind guy. He was black. He said, "Come on, you niggers." He was at the KKK rally. He a black boy.
He this nigga. That's who that is right there, Slim. That's who that nigga is right there. Fuck wrong with that. I never even heard no wild shit like that. That's new to me too. You know what I'm saying?
But it's all he playing, bro. He trying to say the most obscene thing he can say to get motherfuckers to jump on it and get the white people. Oh yeah, man, I believe what you're saying, man. Whole time everybody laughing at him. But he getting paid, so.
Yeah, all of them get paid off that shit, bro.
Cam, Candace Owens, Oz Twins, all them motherfuckers are bad. They
Clayton
all right.
Big. He Clayton Bixby
Candace Owens is
She
a perfect example.
from Chappelle Show.
Down her own people, she down her own gender. You know?
Then she just had a baby,
Yeah, by white man.
and she got mad because somebody said something about a baby.
But she different though. She tried to be pro-black, but didn't make no money by being pro-black. That's when she flipped up and became the left.
Now, once you say something bad about black people, all the white people and white ring shows, they get you on your show, on their show, because you agree with them. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't understand the position they put themselves in. But once you start agreeing with white people, they're gonna bring you on their show so you can constantly talk about whatever it is about black people. You know what I'm saying? That's why you watch Fox, they had a special black person on there talking about whatever situation is going on. You know what I'm saying? Because he agreed with them. You know what I'm saying? That's why he there. But that's how they do all this. It's a lot of those right there on all these networks. Him, one of those. They all over the place. You know
like main man that was crying that time when Joe Biden got voted in. I forgot his name.
Oh, you talking about the Supreme Court?
Nah, the one that was on. He was one of the anchors on.
Oh, that bitch nigga. Yeah. Again, he on my list, one of the black fake motherfuckers that I have out there. You know what I'm saying? He definitely on that list though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast for sure. You catch us. You know what I'm saying, dog? Yeah. Before we get out here too, you know the Button Podcast, Joe Budden joint, right? Last 2 weeks, first 1 week they ain't come on. The next week, the two Bammers wasn't on it, right? So now everybody was trying to figure out what's going on. So he said, Joe Budden said yesterday on the podcast that they had a little disagreement. So I don't know what's going on. He had two different people on the podcast the other day. So
they was like, why the fuck you come to Patreon when you could have been sitting where we was at getting this paper?
Man, he been fucked that up, man. When they fucked up the Spotify and all that shit, it been downhill since then. There's no way. Like I was telling y'all niggas, if I walk in somewhere, I'm coming out with shit. Y'all gonna be paid. There's no way we're gonna get back and be like, I just turned this down, turned that down, and we all still broke. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So now them niggas mad probably. Cause this nigga only worried about himself. He got other podcasts. He got a podcast with all females on that joint. He got two of those.
Oh,
you know that?
He back up. He's sending there's people that
and I think their problem is they think he using all their profits.
Oh, he is, because
to
keeping them on.
Fix these podcasts that he got. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. So I think him and the white dude got into it. They did get into it. And I think the black dude is probably ain't coming on because he probably agree with the white dude. Probably. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Joe said he don't know when they coming back. And he said the chairs are open whenever they come back. Like,
I don't think they come back.
Now you see what I'm saying about the bread. Now y'all see what I'm saying? Now all that's open. Ain't nobody gonna give you what the Spotify was gonna give us no more. You know what I'm saying?
So that means that the other podcasts might not be getting paid and using.
They are, but they not getting paid. Button getting paid.
Right. Yeah, Button. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah,
so
Button getting paid.
Again, that goes down to him using his name for the podcast. Yeah, some of that stuff you can't just overlook that. If he uses his name for the podcast, his name is Joe Budden. I mean, that's it. It ends there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it made no sense. Anything this man touched,
so
fucked it up.
You can sit on there for 8-9 years if you want, but all that's Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
Everything that man touched, fucked it up.
And if he don't want to break you off, like obviously it don't look like he was doing. It looked like he was doing keeping all the bread for himself, though. And it's like he turned down these big contracts for some reason and wasn't breaking these two off. And now they lost their sauce for real. For real. It's like you really fucked. You almost had to come back on this podcast. Cause now what? You know what I'm saying?
I think it started young or go with somebody else.
They put themselves in a bad predicament.
He put them in a bag.
But why you shouldn't sit there that whole time without making sure that I'm involved with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. Because the joint keeps saying Joe Budden every year. You know what I'm saying? He ain't stopping saying, look, I'm going to change his name. Like I was telling y'all, with the Spotify shit, he can just give him the shit. Who gives a fuck about the name? You know what I'm saying? You can just change the shit. But he don't want to do that. He wanted to stay Joe Budden.
He could have said,
where he can get all the profits.
Another podcast name instead of just saying Joe Budden.
Exactly. And then bring everybody into the fold.
Because that's like if us three, we having a group and you name the group Rabbit and the Dudes or whatever.
Exactly.
Like you gotta have some type of platform where you have a name that's even off the break off.
Like if you did that else. And all this is just sat on the podcast for 3-4 years, and then once somebody offers something, it's gonna come to Rabbit, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Rabbit podcast. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden podcast. That's the person they talking to.
That's the person that they're gonna pay. And if it's up to him to break,
he could have been changed the name of the podcast.
It's up to him to break the other two guys off.
Exactly. So now, exactly. But he can say, no, I don't want that. Because he had money before. You feel me? That's the part I kept on telling y'all. Like, he had money before. You can't just keep turning shit down with these two sitting on your podcast, dog. Like they can be living good right now if they was on Spotify with the money they was off. Right now, you can't even find these motherfuckers on SoundCloud. Really? Now you see what I'm saying?
SoundCloud damn near free.
They on SoundCloud and YouTube. Everybody on that. Spotify is where you want to be. And to me, when they offer them money to exclusive to go there, the white boy did it. What's his name? He made all that money, $170 million from Spotify. Rogan. He ain't give a fuck.
That's the UFC guy, right?
Yeah.
And see, he making bank anyway.
Just went there. Like, who gives a fuck?
Because you remember the boxing people gave him $5 billion
Give money too.
to sell UFC.
Think about that. But Joe Budden gonna sit there and try, oh, I need this controller, this and that. Like, what the fuck? And then you have nothing? That's what I mean. Now, I just bring it up because yesterday the podcast came on. I ain't seen them too. I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had two different dudes there. I guess they're going to be on there for now. I don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? But it just come back to me just saying he did this thing only thinking of himself the whole time. Though. You feel me? And it was selfish the whole time because once the joint collapsed, to him, he just thinking, I can just put two other people on it. You know what I'm saying? That's his mind thing, I think.
And then the other two people that was on there going to be like, fuck it. We ain't never coming back on.
But he don't
Because
understand
he
that
got
the other two people make the podcast too because the other people that listen to it, listen to y'all voices too. And they get to know y'all. That's bringing them to the podcast, the whole dynamic of the whole thing. You feel me? If it was somebody else, they might not have been listening to you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He don't get that. Like, he brought those two people on there. I don't think he even know those two people. So the conversations are different. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, I don't know. Sometimes people got to take their head out their ass, dog. To be honest with you. And black people in general. Like, he might be a person that you got to put aside.
This is
He just
Joe
a dumbass.
Budden we're talking about because there's a lot of things
he just a dumbass.
either established, either fucked up.
But my thing is, them two can't sit on the side of him and just let him torpedo shit. You're just dumb. Because he can move on easy.
Because you got two guys that just sit there and just look at you like you're stupid.
You know what I'm saying? They said the white boy got mad at him because the white boy went on the girl's podcast and came back and said they got all this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? He said the bitch got butlers and shit. They got a massage dude there. Like, when we turn on their podcast, we don't see no type of shit like that. All these years, he been doing that shit with them. And I understand, but you got a white boy there. So I don't got no sympathy for you, first of all. But the white boy, I can understand what he's saying. It's like, nigga, we've been doing this with you all this time. How you get these podcasts on the side and they getting all this fresh shit? You know what I'm saying? And he literally paid for those microphones, the white boy. I remember one episode I listened to the joint, he was like, I bought these microphones and headphones. Y'all don't even use the headphones. I remember the episode, you know what I'm saying? I spent all this money on these headphones, y'all don't even use them. And in my mind, it made me think, why Joe Budden ain't buying the headphones? You know what I'm saying? Why is he buying headphones? That let me know right there, that nigga on something different. You know what I'm saying? He only think about himself. He don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That the white boy had to get y'all the headphones and the microphones? Why would he have to do that? You Budden, nigga.
And you getting the money.
Not even that. You had money from the beginning. You just could have got all this shit. Or made our shit look better. This nigga be doing a podcast in the white boy basement. Like,
use this place for free.
Free place. It's just, this podcast means nothing to him from the outside looking in, to be honest with you.
No, he just cut the corners. That's all.
He cut big corners
on that podcast, yeah, because it's in some white dude basement.
It's more like he took advantage of the situation. That's what it sounds like. He
didn't put nothing in none of his money into this shit. Because dude is supplying a spot for them. He not paying for that. That's some wild shit. He literally didn't pay for the mic till the white dudes did that.
You know? Probably the white boy got
the white boy. I think white dude do sound music. He already engineered. So you literally just come to Joe Budden and sit your ass here and collect.
There you go.
And leave out, don't give us shit. Not even these big deals. They don't even give us no money when it's time for big deals. He turns them down. And say, nigga, I need more control. Like, fuck you. Take your name off that shit. Let's just get some bread, nigga.
He's supposed to take his name off of it, come up with a name that even
Exactly.
off the playing field for both
Exactly.
other guys make it fit.
Everybody can get
And
bread.
then you're supposed to
Under the same, like a third perspective.
yeah.
Under the same umbrella, yeah, you make bread. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're
Like
supposed
everybody's under the same umbrella.
and then you're supposed to break them all.
But when you say Joe Budden podcast, that means you turn it on to see Joe Budden first. Then the other people is just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
See Joe Budden first. It's like you're
Yeah.
saying you're sending a signal to me as watching it that Joe Budden is the person that's gonna watch it.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's the writer. He's the this. He's
So
the that. He's the
He
that.
can just come on by itself, basically. Really, honestly, he can just come on by itself. Just
Yeah,
Joe
you
Budden
don't know
podcast.
it's a podcast. No podcast. You ain't
Yeah,
just
he
be
went
by
up
himself.
Just had guest host.
Exactly. He got his chauffeur was on there the other day. His chauffeur, the dude used to drive him around. I think the other dude said he was. All these people work for him. The two dudes that was on there the other day. I know that.
All
So
I
they
know,
tell you it was short notice because why would he have the chauffeur? And
he got anybody on this.
he just grabbed somebody.
He just grabbing people.
and said, "Sit right here real quick, because I don't know if these niggas coming." Sit right here, now. We just gonna talk. Like what?
But all I know about this dude is everything he try to come up with, he turns it to shit. Like for real, it turns it to shit. He done fucked up with this girl since Santana, who's bad.
And I don't think they even let them talk about the love hip hop shit. They don't even talk about none of that. He was a disaster on that joint.
And he was fucked up.
Fuck. They don't never talk about that joint.
But how you sit there and you don't fuck that girl since Santana?
Oh my god! You saw the episode too?
Oh,
jeez, that bitch is milky
she
wet.
is beautiful.
That bitch bad as shit. She had to twist a nigga arm to fuck, man. Like nigga.
She was like, "Give me some dick, come
Yeah,
on, man."
nigga.
She kept.
You
saying-
should be ashamed.
a couple episodes, like 1 or 2 episodes. Then she was like, "Are you gay?"
You definitely gonna ask a clown on that for sure. Nigga, you all right? What's wrong with you? It's bad as shit.
Man.
Damn.
I know that's the first thing a female would ask me if
You turn them down. Any female gonna say that.
I'm gonna turn them down.
Sin
Nigga, are
bad
you
as shit,
gay?
though. Sin was bad though. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. This is Third Perspective Podcast. From now on, we got a new schedule. Sunday and Wednesdays. Catch us live on Twitter, Facebook group, YouTube, Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go live at, you know what I'm saying? Catch us Sunday and Wednesdays live. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can catch the audio, you know what I'm saying? Especially Spotify. Check us out on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Third Perspective Podcast. Every fresh episode every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Anything y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Thank y'all for staying up with us. We know it's pretty late.
Yeah, we was experiencing something before. Yeah. So
You know? Experiencing technical difficulties. Oh, no. What we call that? Entanglements. My man had entanglements.
Now I had to make sure my folks was good. She had caught COVID. My folks had caught COVID right along my black ass. And make sure she good. She just started holding down food. No vomiting. So the rest of my folks are good. Cause that shit started spreading like wildfire. Trust and believe.
Outbreak Monkey J.
That shit was going all over the place.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that shit was like contained. Shit gets contained now. But at first, boy, shit was fucked up.
Yeah, that it was. This has been episode 59 of the Third Perspective Podcast. You know, I appreciate everybody that tunes in, though. From Guam to Australia. We appreciate everybody that listens to us on this podcast. We appreciate it a whole lot. Don't forget, Sundays, Wednesdays, live. You catch your boys, you know what I'm saying? Live in living color. Until then, it's his eye.
It's all